Some of the numbers I had used before were duplicate numbers. There were so many reports coming in of people getting shot. They were actually the same people shot, but numerous reports on it. So the actual numbers, as we know it right now, 6 were transported to St. Francis, 2 in critical condition, 4 are stable, 4 transported to Wesley, 3 in critical condition, 1 in surgery, 4 went to Newton Medical Center, 4 in stable condition, 4 are deceased, including the shooter. So we have a total of 18 victims involved. A little bit of more information how this went. You heard how I told you that it started out at about 5 o'clock in the area of 12th and Meridian in Newton, Kansas, where a person was shot driving his car. The shooter was in a car doing the shooting. There were actually 2 vehicles shot in that location. 1 person did get shot and was injured, transported. The second person did not get shot. Her vehicle did get shot. The shooter then traveled on down Meridian and went in towards 81 Highway, where he shot another person in the leg. There was a report of a stolen vehicle. That vehicle was the person who got shot. The shooter took that vehicle and went on into XL Industries. Once he got into XL Industries, he shot a person in the parking lot and he entered into the building itself. Inside the building, he shot a total of 15 people. 4 were killed, including himself, the shooter. Law enforcement confronted the shooter. Gunfire was exchanged between law enforcement and the shooter, and law enforcement shot and killed the shooter.
Are you ready to release the name?
Not yet, no. There's still some ongoing situations happening right now that we're trying to take care of. We have a team of KBI agents, 15. They're going to be entering XL to do the investigation in there. I don't have names for you at this point. We're trying to get all that information as we go along. We have a number of crime scenes that we have to take care of, the largest one being in the XL Industries. There's some on the road. All of those are being looked at and worked. There was a question about what kind of weapon. This was a long gun, something like an assault rifle, a .223 round that was used.
Do we believe he was an employee of XL?
He was an employee of XL.
How many guns?
One that we're aware of that he was using, and that was the long gun. I believe he had a pistol on him also.
Do you know where he got the long gun?
I do not.
Only one shooter?
ATF is also involved now in the investigation, so they're going to run down that for us.
Only one shooter?
Only one shooter, correct.
He has a lengthy criminal record. Were these guns legally obtained?
Again, I can't answer that. That's going to be something that we find out as we go along.
What can you tell us about reports of a lockdown at Newton Medical Center?
I heard that also. There is a lockdown. There's some other activity happening right now in Newton. ERT, Emergency Response Team, is there. And so the hospital thought it was best to lock down until that situation is taken care of.
Is that connected with this case?
Yes.
You also say the Newton Rec Center is on lockdown as well?
Newton Medical Center.
I also read the Recreation Center.
Newton Medical Center.
Do you have any other details about the situation that's ongoing in Newton right now?
We have, as I said, the KBI is here, the FBI here, ATF is here. We have multiple agencies working this for us right now. It's a large crime scene because there's many different crime scenes involved.
Okay, we'll try to do that.
We're just going as we can, as methodical as we can. I realize there are people wanting to know about victims. We're trying to get that. Once we get into the building, the coroner, the Harvey County coroner has a team that's going to be going in and will be making identifications as to who are the victims.
Our victims are still inside.
Yes, they are.
Question, the incident in Newton, is there any more than one suspect involved in this case at this point?
No,
And at this point, you are not ready to release the identity of the shooter.
no,
Is that a hostage situation at the medical center?
no.
Are the 4 people who are reported dead, are those all people who were killed in Excel, or were they?
All killed in Excel.
You posted a